She said I was her future husband material, but not in the way you'd hope. My girlfriend, Lauren, 26, called me her plan B, the guy she'd settle for when she was done chasing thrills with her coworker, Ethan. I found out 3 weeks before our 3rd anniversary party, and I played it cool, but inside, I was plotting. That night, at the party she'd planned to perfection, I raised a glass, smiled, and ended it all in front of everyone. The fallout was chaos, and honestly, felt damn good. I'm Jake, 28, a software engineer in Chicago. Lauren and I had been together since we met at a mutual friend's rooftop barbecue. She was charming, quick-witted, with this infectious laugh that made you feel like the only guy in the room. I fell hard. For 3 years, I was all and helped her through a rough patch when she got laid off from her marketing job. Paid for her online graphic design course, $8,000. Ouch. Even covered our rent when she was figuring things out. I thought we were building something real, a future. But there were signs I ignored. Love does that to you. She was always on her phone, texting someone late at night, claiming it was work stuff. Her networking events at bars stretched past midnight, and she'd come home smelling like whiskey and cologne. I'd ask, and she'd laugh it off. Oh, just industry people. Babe, you wouldn't get it. I wanted to believe her. Then came the night that changed everything. It was a random Tuesday at a dive bar in Wicker Park. I was grabbing beers with my buddy, Ryan, when Lauren's coworker, Sarah, stumbled over, clearly 3 martinis deep. Jake, 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 she slurred, grabbing my arm. You're so sweet. Too sweet for her. I chuckled, thinking she was just drunk. But then she leaned in, eyes glassy. You know what Lauren says about you? Her retirement plan. Says she'll marry you when she's done having fun with Ethan. Ryan choked on his beer. My stomach dropped, but I kept my face blank. I got Sarah water, called her an Uber, and sent her home. But those words, they burned. Ethan was her coworker, some slick account manager who always seemed too close at team happy hours. I'd seen his arm around her in Instagram stories, his name popping up on her phone. She'd always have an excuse. He's just a mentor, Jake. He's helping me network. But Sarah's drunken confession clicked everything into place. I wasn't her partner. I was her safety net. I didn't confront her right away. Instead, I did some digging, created a burner Instagram account, followed her coworkers, and watched their stories. The evidence piled up fast. Late-night club photos with Ethan, her laughing in his lap at a rooftop bar, comments on posts about keeping your options open. One of her friends, Tara, posted a meme, date for fun, marry for funds. Lauren commented, preach, fire, fire, fire. The worst was a TikTok from a girl's night out. Lauren's voice, clear as day. Jake's gonna buy us a condo someday. But right now, I'm living my best life. Her friends cackled. I screen recorded it, my hands shaking. Our 3rd anniversary was coming up, and Lauren was obsessed with making it a spectacle. She'd rented out a private room at a trendy Fulton Market restaurant, invited 50 people, friends, co-workers, even her parents from Ohio. She kept saying it had to be perfect. Gave me a list of gift ideas, minimum $400 budget, and expected me to play the doting boyfriend. I did. I confirmed RSVPs, helped pick the menu, even paid for the custom cocktail she wanted. She had no idea I was planning something else. I bought her gift, a $15 self-help book called Own Your Truth, wrapped it in fancy paper, tied it with a bow. The night of the party, I showed up in a tailored navy suit, smiled for photos, and played my part. Lauren was glowing, wearing a red dress that screamed, look at me. Halfway through dinner, she stood up, gave a teary speech about our journey, and how I was her rock. Then she turned to me, all expectant. Your turn, babe. You always know what to say. I stood, glass in hand, heart pounding but voice steady. To new beginnings. I started, smiling at the room. They say honesty is the best gift. And tonight, I'm giving it to us both. Lauren beamed, clueless. Lauren, you've taught me a lot, like how I deserve someone who sees me as their first choice, not their backup plan when they're done with Ethan. The room froze. Her smile cracked. Sarah let it slip a few weeks ago. I continued. Said I'm your retirement plan. Funny how alcohol makes people honest. Gasps rippled through the crowd. Sarah, who was there, looked like she'd seen a ghost. So, here's to freedom, I said, raising my glass higher. We're done. Lauren, you're free to chase whoever you want without stringing me along. Her face went from shock to fury. Are you serious? At our anniversary? She hissed. You planned this for months. I nodded. And I've known for weeks. Perfect timing, don't you think? I set the gift on the table. Happy anniversary. It's a book about living authentically. You should try it. Then I walked out. The room erupted behind me. My phone buzzed before I hit the elevator text from Ryan. My sister, even Lauren's cousin, who was at the party. Dude, that was savage. Ryan wrote. Her mom's freaking out. I ignored them all and drove straight to my apartment. First stop, the locksmith. I'd learned my lesson from Reddit horror stories. Lauren wasn't on the lease, never had been, since I'd covered rent solo for a year. I had the locks changed by midnight. The next morning, Lauren showed up with her sister, Emily, and 2 friends, ready for war. I wasn't home, stayed at Ryan's, but my new Ring doorbell caught it all. Lauren tried her old key, cursed when it didn't work, then kicked the door. This is my place too, she screamed. Emily tried to pry a window open while one friend muttered about calling the cops. Lauren shut that down fast, probably realizing she had no legal ground. The footage was gold. I sent her a text. You have 30 days to get your stuff. Schedule a time. Bring a witness. Her response was a flood 89 texts in 4 hours. First, rage. You humiliated me. You coward. Then bargaining. We can fix this, Jake. Sarah was drunk. She lied. Then guilt-tripping. I have nowhere to go. You're ruining my life. Finally, threats. I'll sue you. I'll tell your boss you're unstable. I didn't reply. Instead, I sent a certified letter confirming her 30-day notice to vacate. All legal and tidy. Then Ethan slid into my DMs. This guy, with his curated Instagram of craft cocktails and gym selfies, had the nerve to lecture me. Bro, you didn't have to ruin her night like that. Be a man about it. I sent him screenshots of Lauren's 1A. Text to him. Jake's asleep. Call me. His reply? Out of context. Dude, what context makes that okay? I asked. He blocked me. Classic. Lauren's mom, Karen, called my mom next. They'd met once at Thanksgiving, but Karen acted like they were besties. Jake's a monster, she told my mom. He humiliated my baby. My mom, who's never been one for nonsense, said, sounds like Lauren humiliated herself. Jake just stopped paying for it. Then she hung up. I love my mom. The real kicker was Lauren's job. She worked in marketing at a mid-sized firm, all about brand integrity. Her boss, Greg, and 2 coworkers were at the party. They heard everything. Ryan's girlfriend, who works at the same firm, told me Lauren called in sick for 3 days after, then showed up acting like nothing happened. Greg wasn't having it. He pulled her aside, citing professional conduct concerns. By Friday, she was encouraged to resign. She didn't. They fired her. Meanwhile, I found out she'd never finished that $8,000 design course. Dropped out after a month but kept pretending to study, while I paid rent. I called the program for a refund, no dice. But at least I knew the truth. Lauren was living a lie, and I'd been funding it. She didn't stop. A week later, her friend Tara showed up at my coffee shop, all fake concern. Lauren's crashing on my couch. Jake, she's broke. You really gonna let her starve? I sipped my latte. Starbucks is hiring, I said. She's got 22 days to figure it out. Tara called me heartless and stormed off. I finished my coffee. Then came the extinction burst, Ryan's term for when someone panics and tries everything. Lauren started a GoFundMe. Help a young woman escape an abusive ex. The description painted me as a controlling jerk who kicked her out for having friends. She raised $100 from her aunt before a coworker, Jen, commented, "Didn't you call Jake your plan B at the party?" The page was down in hours. Comments roasting her. Lauren texted me from a burner number. "You win, Jake. Just give me $3,000 to start over, and I'll leave you alone." The entitlement was unreal. I replied, "No." Blocked the number. With 20 days left on her notice, she tried breaking in at 2 a.m. My Ring camera caught her fumbling with a screwdriver, muttering, "This is my home." My neighbor, a nosy but awesome retiree, called the cops. They showed up, saw the lease, my name only, and told her to leave or face trespassing charges. She cried, screamed about her rights, but left when they threatened cuffs. The next day, my bank flagged an attempt to access my account. Someone guess who had my social security number and birthday but didn't know my security question. First concert? I told Lauren it was Coldplay. It was actually Blink-182. Pro tip: always lie on security questions. I filed a police report, locked down my accounts, and added two-factor everything. Lauren's mom tried again, this time with a compromise. "Jake, be reasonable," Karen said over voicemail. "Lauren made mistakes, but you did too. Give her $2,000, and we'll call it even." Mistakes? Like cheating and lying for 3 years? I didn't call back. The peak came when Lauren showed up with a U-Haul and 2 random guys, claiming they were movers. She had a clipboard, acting official. "We're here for my furniture," she said. My furniture. The couch I bought, the TV I paid for, even the damn Keurig. I showed the cops my receipts. The movers apologized, said Lauren told them I'd stolen her stuff. They left. Lauren lost it. "You're nothing without me," she screamed. "I made you better." I smirked. "You weren't even Plan A material." Ethan rolled up in his leased BMW, calling her babe and telling her I wasn't worth it. They sped off. Plot twist: Ethan wasn't the catch she thought. Ryan's cousin knows him. Ethan's consulting business is a front for maxed-out credit cards and a failed crypto venture. He lives in a rented condo with 2 roommates. Lauren moved in with him, but it didn't last. His roommate DM'd me a week later. Apparently, Lauren was texting Ethan's best friend, Mike, behind his back. The roommate caught her sneaking out to meet Mike, using Ethan's own car. Ethan found out, kicked her out, and she ended up on the street with her stuff in trash bags. She called me that night, 11 p.m. "Jake, I need help. Ethan threw me out. I have nowhere to go." I couldn't believe the audacity. "You called me Plan B," I said. "You tried to break into my place. You're not my problem." She sobbed. "You ruined my life." "No," I thought. "You did that yourself." I hung up. She posted on Instagram about toxic exes, but the comments were brutal. "Didn't you cheat on Jake? Team Jake." She deleted her account the next day. Word got around. Lauren's former coworkers spread the story at industry events. She couldn't get hired in Chicago's tight-knit marketing scene. Last I heard, she moved back to her parents' house in Toledo, working at her dad's car dealership, answering phones. Karen tells people I manipulated her daughter, but no one buys it. Not after Jen, the coworker, shared the TikTok at a networking event. It went semi-viral in marketing circles. As for me, I'm good. Better than good. I started dating Mia, a barista from my coffee shop. She heard about the party through the grapevine and laughed when we met. "That was iconic," she said on our first date. "You're nobody's Plan B." We've been together 4 months. Splitting bills. No drama. She doesn't text random guys at 2 a.m. Simple. Honest. Real. Lauren unblocked me last week to send one final message. "I hope you're happy. You destroyed everything." I replied, "Your choices did that. I just stopped bankrolling them." Then I blocked her. Revenge wasn't the goal, but watching her face the consequences of her own lies, that felt better than any speech. Lauren wanted me as her safety net while she played the field. Instead, she lost it all, and I walked away free. Sometimes, the best move is to let someone fall and keep walking.